Hi, my name is Beth Burgess from Smiles Addiction Therapy. I'm just going to share with you some quick craving stoppers for when you feel like having a drink. Bear in mind these are only temporary, but they will stop you hopefully if you're having a real bad craving and you need it to go away. So the first one, usually when we think about wanting to have a drink, we have some kind of mental picture of it. So for me, I used to be a gin drinker, which explains why my voice is now so low. And if I ever thought about having a drink, I would get into my head this mental picture. So I would see this big sort of bright green Gordon's bottle. And it was all shiny, and I would think about it, and I would think about that sharp taste in my throat, that sort of hit in the back of the throat, that feeling. And that would be my experience of wanting. Okay, so to move away from the wanting, what you want to do is change some of those elements of that mental sort of image you form. So I might even have things going on in my head thinking, ooh, that'd be nice, like a sound in my head. So what you want to notice is what the sound is in your head if you have one, what the picture looks like. Sometimes we have a picture that we're actually in it, so we can see ourselves having a drink. Sometimes we can just see it on a table. And sometimes we can even have that sort of feeling of the throat all going down, or maybe imagining the relaxation. Okay, so what I need you to do is change those things. So firstly, if you're actually in the picture, so you're sort of seeing through your eyes and you can almost see the bottle, you know, the bottle or the glass or whatever going to your mouth, take yourself out of it, step out of it, and watch it as if it's on a TV screen. So as if you're seeing yourself, you're actually seeing yourself doing it rather than actually doing it. And then turn that picture black and white and make it quite dull. So if you had, like I had, a nice sparkly bottle, just make it all dull and kind of a bit like not really that interested in it. And move it further away from you. So move that mental picture further away from you in distance. So kind of shoot it over to the other side of the room. That's a really good tip to kind of stop you that immediate kind of wanting, liking. Again, if you have that sort of the feeling in your throat, change that. Think of something you really hate drinking, like whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not a fan of spoiled milk, for example. So I remember having that as a child once accidentally. So replace that feeling with that feeling of like off milk or something. And also, again, if you have a thought in your head, that sort of thought of just change it to something which is sort of a little bit less appealing. So maybe like, I really don't want that. So do these things all at once, quite quickly, okay? So make it black and white, further away, out of it. Change that feeling into like, and then in your head again, make that, really don't want that kind of sound, okay? That's a really quick one. There's also a couple of pulse points you can use. Holding your wrist like this can help. Just holding that wrist, just doing that. So you might try that as well. There is also a pulse point, which I don't even know if I can get on the video, but your knee, somewhere there on your knee. Holding the sort of outside of your knee, just gripping it, can also sometimes help. Okay, these are things that, you know, again, quick, brief sort of ways of just getting rid of that craving for the moment. There are other ways which obviously I can't show you on video because it's far too complicated. The only way to actually really get rid of cravings properly is to deal with what caused them in the first place, and to really go into your addiction and learn about it and get better from it. So obviously I have to recommend then you either come and see me, and I will deal with the whole problem holistically, dealing with all the drivings that cause the cravings. If you can't afford to come and see me, although I do have a sliding scale, then I would definitely recommend getting one of my books. So we've got the recovery formula, which is the first book, the very basic stuff. So this includes things like, this is another good thing for getting rid of cravings. Some cravings are brought on by being around people or places where you used to drink, so get away from them. So that's got some really good tips in it. The other one, recommend Happy Addict. Really, really recommend this book. Well, I wrote it, so I would. But it's helped so many people. I've had emails saying it's saved lives. So, you know, check it out on Amazon. I'll leave the links to my website below if you want personal help, and I'll also leave the links for my books for Amazon. Okay. Hope that's some of that helps you, and hopefully speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.